It's a start. Okay, right now we can see it. Okay.
Okay, great. First of all, thank you very much for this opportunity, and I find this very much interesting to participate in this conference, especially for my project partners. There was a decision by the consortium to present these results during the conference, and I'm happy that it was accepted as a conference paper. And about my profile, of course, I'm teaching and I'm also researching at two universities in Austria, University of Graz and FA JOANNEUM. And I am also leading two huge projects under the Erasmus Plus co-funded actions. And one of these projects is ENNEPlus project that we call shortly ENNEPlus. It's about huge research that I'm going to present now. And yeah, I'm excited to be connected. If you are interested, this is my link account, QR code. If you have time, I would be happy to be connected. But of course, on the conference website, there is an option also to be connected. So I would be happy to have some new connections and then collaborate together, because we are also doing a lot of projects at both universities. So then let me introduce my paper that I wrote, that I brought with me. It's about sustainability education. And as you can see also, ENNEPlus project under Erasmus Plus initiatives is about enhancing national networks through eco-innovation. And this is purely under the sustainability education and under the SDGs that are relevant nowadays in education system. And yeah, maybe there could be a question, why sustainability education? Because we are urgently now facing a lot of ecological problems that are relevant nowadays for entire world. And if somewhere something is not happening in a way that it's not productive for the entire society, for the entire environment, that the whole world is facing problems in this regard. So we wanted to promote with this action, not to wait for the problems, but to foster these problems to be solved by the young generation, engaging them into different activities and motivating them to be problem solvers themselves. Then what was the initial idea for this project is about competence-driven wet sector, where we want to promote students to be engaged in real world scenarios where they are solving problems in their wet schools, but collaborating with different partners. So that's why we have decided for the challenge-based scenario. Why challenge-based learning and why challenge-based scenario? Because this is like a experiential learning method due to which we can promote students to be engaged, but also gather different kind of competencies solving real-world problems. And students can be here very active and very autonomy, trying to do teamwork and also doing reflections, understanding how they can promote to the real world environmental issues that they are doing within their learning projects. So there was a developed theoretical framework, and that was what was really relevant for us. First of all, to formulate what is challenge-based learning scenario with us, because we met a lot of theoretical frameworks, understanding of challenge-based learning, and why challenge-based learning. We have formulated challenge-based learning based only on a theory, like challenge-based learning is positioning learners to be active agents addressing complex problems collaboratively across disciplines. So challenge-based learning is not only about one discipline, it's about interdisciplinary approach. And what is making different from the project-based learning based on the, again, theories and definitions and approaches. In project-based learning, we know that the target is defined by the lecturer, by the university lecturer, and lecturer is guiding students to go through the predefined steps, enriching a lot of competencies. Again, it's also very important, really effective, but we wanted to have here students' autonomy to decide themselves, because we have decided in the project to keep this project very innovative and giving space to the young generation to decide for their future. So we wouldn't decide for themselves what would be the outcome of their project. And like to this, we have predefined that there is strict requirement that there should be innovation in the project. And what was our theoretical framework again here? Then we have here as a baseline CBL cycle: engage, investigate, and act. And in our project, we have implemented with the 3 phases: engagement phase, investigation phase, and action phase. And why we have decided so? What was our main important baseline for this? We have had previous 2 different projects that called Greenovat, where students again could come together to decide environmental relevant issues. And we haven't had here scenarios. Students could come together, they define issues that they meet in environment, that they can measure in their environment, and then they decide how to do this freely with their case providers. They could also go themselves to the case providers. But we see here a lot of challenges, and somehow students couldn't be fitted into the time frame. So this large autonomy was like a challenge in their projects. So this was like a lesson learned from the first previous experience. And we have had also another project based on sustainable living labs, where we have had also, and this is also now continuing its ongoing project. And here we have out-of-box atmosphere at the university where students can conduct their projects. But here in Sustainable Living Labs, we have project-based learning because, again, the product is predefined, and then they should decide how to get this product. But I mean, we have had already verified previous experiences. Based on that, we could allow us to go ahead and decide for ENNEPlus project to new experiences that we wanted to suggest to the students. What is ENNEPlus project, and how we have contributed to this? What was making this project different? This was again about challenge-based learning scenarios, innovative solutions that was developed by the students. But we have had here also some toolkits, some developed scenarios that were relevant to follow on. And before starting to go ahead with this project, we have decided that we will do research, because previous experiences were also really interesting, but there was lacking research, and there was no data how it was happening. So that's why we have decided that there will be participatory action research between the project, where we will also measure the impact, whether these challenge-based learning scenarios that we have decided are effective and can also bring the results and can solve some issues, some problems in the society. Really. So as I have said, our theoretical framework first stage was like engagement, and how we have engaged students. We have had this community practice platform that was created one of our partners. And here all WET schools, even if they are not engaged in the project, but they want to collaborate with us, can be registered. It's still open. The project is ongoing. We have different phases, like we have had now the first phase, then we have the second phase. So it will be lasting until the end of the next year. So if you have these ideas to spread it out, you can also be registered there. Here is open communication platform where vet schools can be registered from different countries and act with us and be engaged with within the project. The vet schools, vet teachers, vet learners, and also universities that would like to collaborate with us and be engaged in the project, they are all welcome to be registered here and participate in the action. Who we are in the projects, the partners, we are 4 countries, but we are 5 partners, 5 major partners from different 4 countries: Austria, Italy, Portugal, and Spain. We have 2 partners from Portugal, and we have here also very interdisciplinary community of practice. We have developed 10 scenarios. Before developing the scenarios, we have conducted focus group discussions within the different stakeholders. We wanted to define what were main issues in the different these 4 countries that are under the sustainability measurement, like problematical issues, and we could address in the project. So based on the focus group discussions, we have developed 10 scenarios under the SDGs. And these scenarios are also available in the website of the project. So within the QR code, you can research on it and see. And also we have LinkedIn and Facebook pages where we always publish the results, and we are very, very active there to publish our results. So what is the involvement of the project now? We have 4 countries. We have 31 participating vet institutions in the project, and we have 620 students, but also 80 educators that are already engaged in the project, in the action. And we have also community of practices, companies, industries, different kind of initiators who would like to join us, provide their cases, and collaborate with us. They are also engaged in the project with us. What is Eco-Digithon? What we are doing in the project when the project is starting? What are they doing? Okay, we have this developed scenarios. We have engaged students. There are teachers who are guiding. We have also companies. What is the main idea here? This is based like a social hackathon competition where students are deciding for this scenario. They are free to decide what scenario they are choosing. They are guided by the teacher, and they are competing within the one country. So for example, we have had last week Austrian Social-Hackathon, Austrian Eco-Digithon, and these groups are competing with each other within the scenario, and then we decide who is the winning group. And then they all go together to one country. This year it's happening in Italy under the Social Hackathon, International Social Hackathon. And then they are coming together and also competing with each other. What is happening under this scenario, and what is the activity? So vet schools are working on their scenarios, but this scenario should be based on real world problem that is provided by one company based on their issues. We have universities that are guiding and supporting with different kind of lectures, advices, consultations, etc. Again, within the portal, but also when it's happening, then it's also under the coaching, and also teachers are involved, experts are involved. So this is like a cycle of this Eco-Digithon activity. And as a research, we have defined the primary aim of the research. What is understand how structured CBL, already structured CBL, influence vet learner development. We wanted to understand is this only just about sustainability issues that we are going to solve? Of course, these problems are a lot in all countries in around the world, but we wanted to understand whether the students that are engaged, they are benefiting, what is their development. And the main research question was like, to what extent does participation in Eco-Digithon using structured challenge-based learning scenarios and toolkits influence with learners' development of sustainability competencies, but also digital collaboration, because this was also important moment that they should also combine their solution with the digital tools. And we have done our measures based on mixed method case study instruments like pre and post-event student surveys, teachers' reflection journals, semi-structured student interviews. Some of them were recorded by the necessity, but we have also done quantitative and qualitative analysis of all data that we have gathered. The focus areas that we have measured, yeah?
We have 2 more minutes.
Okay, so I will be quickly. The focus areas that we have measured were 4, like learner motivation and engagement, skill development and digital collaboration, critical reflection and self-regulated learning, teacher and institutional feedback. And we have also sorted out the data based on that. As I have said, it's not yet to the end, but we have gathered already the data from the first phase, and we are looking ahead, deeper data analysis that maybe next time or already in published paper, I could have an opportunity to submit it later. I will have opportunity to visualize it. But what is main conclusion that we have seen now, that we've seen that there are significant differences between these 4 measures. And we can announce that we were successful during the first phase. And now we are also developing the toolkit. We, based on the lessons learned, we are now refining the toolkit, the Eco-Digithon toolkit. And we are in the process, and we are looking forward for the next second step. Thank you very much. If you have questions, I'm happy to have them.
Thank you very much, Anna.